I want to talk to you now about how to write effective listicles. And the thing is, if you are thinking about content marketing, you have a lot of possibilities. You have listicles, you have how tos, you have reviews, you have a lot of content formats to consider. Okay, so here's an overview I want you to think about. First of all, let me first define what a listicle really is. So, in essence, a listicle is a blog post written in list format. It presents information through a series of list items, consisting of a few sentences or multiple paragraphs, designed to really educate or entertain readers. And this listicle format makes it very easy to skim and comprehend with a specific number of list items, often featuring bullet points. And so examples can range from fun topics to informative ones, okay? So it's really a versatile and engaging way to write a comprehensive listicle, creating a valuable resource, actually using step-by-step guides on various subjects. So what's the purpose of a listicle? Well, you have a lot of purposes. For instance, you want to educate and entertain. So listicles serve a dual purpose, educating and entertaining readers with relevant information in an organized, easy to scan format. Okay, so you also can use listicles to drive organic traffic. So by incorporating both short and long tail keywords, listicles have more search traffic potential, really, and that's really powerful. You also want the article to be shareable. So the listicles scannable format lends itself to increased social shares and broader audience reach. So shorter sentences and bullet points make the information highly shareable, since it can be repurposed as step-by-step threads or visual tutorials. Also to be actionable. So the format's appeal lies in its ability to deliver quickly actionable insights, making it very popular among modern readers who are often time poor and solution focused. So let me give you examples of listicle formats. You have viral listicles. You have listicles that target informational intent, product step by step, task step by step, tools and product lists. You have listicles that educate your existing customers. That's really powerful. So let me talk about the strategy here. So why should you include listicles in your content strategy in the first place? Well, it really depends on what you want to get out of it. Okay, because historically, having numbers as a headline has been proven to be an effective content marketing tactic, especially if you are trying to beef up your SERP results. Okay, and so the majority of people prefer the headline that has a number included in it. So especially when it comes to email marketing, for instance, the magic number, let's say the magic behind including a number, has been demonstrated by an A/B testing study from Campaign Monitor, the email marketing software, that actually found that including a number in the subject line may increase your open rate by 57 to 63%. So that's really huge. And according to BuzzSumo's study of more than 100 million headlines, nine of the top 20 most shared headlines on Facebook were listicles, gaining an average of 1,400 shares per article. So that's really fantastic. Now, what are the benefits of writing listicles? Well, lists are easy to scan. That's very true. Lists actually curates the best bits of inspiration. Lists are engaging, and also lists are easy to remember, and lists help your reader feel organized. Let me break it down for you. So lists are easy to scan. So readers can scan subheadings until they get to the list items that finally catches their attention. In other words, list saves time. Lists save time. Also, what about curation here? Well, lists save time because they get to the point, right? They are great for giving your audience quick ideas and inspiration. Also, lists are engaging in the sense that reading through a list allows you to achieve the psychological satisfaction that you get from completing micro tasks. Therefore, human beings tend to read more lists. Also, lists are easy to remember in the sense that list making has long been our ultimate way to remember anything. And also, list appeal actually to the human being's tendency to categorize things. So there is a reason why actually listicles are so widely used and even overused in content marketing strategies in just about any niche. They simply work if you think about it. And they've been working across multiple geographies, by the way. So it's something to really, you might want to consider incorporating in your content marketing this year. So let me give you the steps here in terms of writing listicles that drive traffic and conversions. First of all, you want to brainstorm listicle ideas, okay? Like with any content ideation process, there are lots of ways to brainstorm effective listicle ideas, including keyword research. You also have, in terms of keyword research, this is a great starting point for any content ideation process, including listicle ideation. And the cool thing is that lots of search queries out there implies enumeration of multiple options. All you need to do is look out for them. So you want to look for the following or similar keyword modifiers like top, best, new, free, and Ahrefs Keyword Explorer makes it easy to identify those keyword modifiers. It shows the list of common modifiers and allows you to quickly narrow down your keyword list by any of those. You also have competitive research. So looking at your competitors' listicles would allow you to estimate the effectiveness of some of your own ideas, as well as allow you to surpass your competition by writing better listicles. You also can look at trends and seasonality. This is really good also. So creating lists based on trending topics and seasonality is another great idea. So for seasonality, a lot of content ideas will be product based, but you can't. Unfortunately, you're not going to have evergreen. If your goal is to have an evergreen content piece, you can't have that if you actually if you go with seasonality. So your customer and sales support teams will have a lot of insights into your customers' seasonal needs, which may be reflected in your content strategy. Okay, and this can actually help you, let's say temporarily. And so when I speak about your customers' seasonal needs, this can include gift ideas, decor ideas, best products that cater to obvious seasonal needs, swimming, skiing, electricity saving, and so on and so forth. So you can actually use an SEO tool such as SEMrush, BuzzSumo, or Ahrefs to actually check to spot actually trending topics and understand how to actually turn them into listicles. That's really, really helpful, especially in the long run. Next thing you want to do here is that when it comes to writing listicles that drive traffic and conversions, you want to define your list items. It's one of those things where you have to really have a clear idea about what works for your specific needs. Let me explain what I really mean here. So knowing what exactly you are going to include in your listicle content means building your future article outline. And this is really important, especially if you are outsourcing the writing to a third party, let's say a freelancer, or even a freelancer online, or a freelancer working for a content marketing team. Okay, so when it comes to finding, when it comes to building your future article online outline, you want to research your competitors' listicles and keyword research lists that you identified previously. Okay, and so for instance, you can use a tool such as Text Optimizer to help you perform an intent analysis to let you know what's really expected to be included in the content targeting a certain search query. Okay, so you are able to know exactly what works and what doesn't work. You can discover more concepts and list items to include in your article based on the primary keyword. Okay, and also, by the way, when you go to the primary keyword, please don't forget to actually look at the related topics beneath the search bar so that you can really look at the secondary keywords also. Like it can be secondary keyword or similar keywords. From there, you can use Narrator, another tool, to put together your brief you can record secondary and additional keywords and create your style guide. Okay. Now it's one of those things where when you think about narrator, I want you to think about a tool, a platform, if you will, that's a great collaborative tool. So if you have several people involved, for example, an SEO specialist, a writer or an editor or even freelancer, you are able to put together that team actually in a holistic manner on that platform. Next, you want to optimize your listicle. This is really important if you want to get things done a lot faster. So now that you know your target keywords and your future article outline, you want to start writing your listicle with SEO in mind. And there are, of course, general SEO considerations you need to follow for just about any article, including listicles. Okay, this includes what? Using your target keywords, taking care of your image SEO, and using internal links. Yet there are also a few SEO recommendations that are more or less specific to list type content. And for instance, you have the need to use subheadings, to use a schema, to use summaries, and also add a table of content. So when I speak about using subheadings, introduce new sections of your article. They are usually marked up with H2, H3, or H4 HTML tags. So subheadings help readability and make any article easier to scan. Subheadings also help SEO because search engines are using subheadings to better understand how the article is structured and locate answers to related questions. So based on the outline of your future article, your subheading structure may look like this. I'm going to put this on the screen. So H2 subheadings to introduce list sections. For example, list items that actually fall under a defined set of properties or price ranges. And H3 can be subheadings to introduce each list items. You can also use schema. Google doesn't have a well-defined set of rules on how to mark up your list using schema. However, they do have loose documentations called carousel search results that sounds like it only works for courses, movies, recipes, and restaurants. So this is what it is. And so to mark up your list using this schema, there is a premium WordPress plugin called Rank Math SEO that you can really take a look at. Use a summary. So another SEO trick that works especially well for long-form listicles is actually creating summaries. This increases your chances of getting your listicle featured visually on Google. So if you create a summary in a table format, you likely generate a structured snippet of your listicle. And structured snippets stand out in search and attract more clicks, giving you a way to yield higher traffic from lower positions. You also have you can also add a table of content. So using those H2 and H4 subheadings actually are great, especially when it comes to letting readers jump to a section or a list item. This is actually a good idea because it draws people in quicker and increases your on-page engagement. So this is kind of important. And you can easily engage this kind of on-page navigation using the WordPress plugin that actually grabs your subheadings and puts together a clickable outline of your post, really. The next thing you want to do here is that you want to really define your conversion funnel. Okay. Now let me explain here. So if it's a viral listicle you are creating, there may not be much of a conversion funnel. All you really need here is awareness, shares, and links. It's always a great idea to use link monitoring systems to evaluate and compare the effectiveness of your various listicles. So proven to be faster and more efficient than Google Alerts. Basically, you have other tools to actually help you out. For instance, you have BuzzSumo monitoring and alerts. Okay, tools like Link Checker Pro are also perfect for monitoring your progress and making your campaign much better organized. So this is kind of cool. The bottom line here is that link acquisition and viral listicles are a super effective way to attract positive SEO signals to your site. But if you are writing a listicle to further engage your readers and customers, Don't publish your piece until you know what it is you want your readers to do there, right? It's one of those things where you got to have a clear idea what you want from your readers in the first place. Let me explain here. So, what sort of action should your article trigger? If you are pitching your product as a solution, don't forget to link to that specific feature or even let your reader use your tool from inside your article. And another way to really think about this is that you want to really put your product in a useful context and demonstrate their practical value. Okay, there are multiple CTA plugins via WordPress for you to create convincing, actually conversion funnels from your listicles. And if you are using any other website builder or content management system beyond WordPress, look for available settings and plugins to create diverse conversion funnels. Let me give you an example. Shopify has a powerful built-in optimization suite, and so does Wix. So this is really cool. And but it all comes down to experimentation and testing. So you want to see what works and what doesn't work. So the takeaway here is that when you think about writing effective listicles, you got to really think about what works for your specific niche, okay? What works for your audience. Articles formatted at list are the most effective content assets in many niches. The good thing is that they provide good reliability, encourage people to bookmark and share, and encourage click-throughs as people actively respond to numbers in headlines and email subject lines. And it doesn't matter the niche you're in, doesn't matter the size of your company, doesn't matter actually the geography where you are actually writing from, okay, where you are producing content from. So writing listicles helps on many levels, but mainly there are two main purposes: to go viral and to target informational search queries and attract consumers who are at the beginning of their buying journeys. So researching your keywords and doing competitor research are two great ways to brainstorm effective listicle ideas when you really think about it. And so basically, when writing listicles, you want to follow general SEO best practices. And however, there are a couple of specific SEO tactics that you may want to actually incorporate in your article, in your listicle writing. You want to list items at H2, H3 subheadings. You want to apply carousel schema, okay? In other words, item list. You want to summarize your list using tables. And you also want to generate table of content, especially for long form lists, okay? Bottom line is that listicles make putting your product in a useful context easy and effective. You want to link to your products, create an interactive conversion funnels, and use diverse CTAs to turn your listicle readers into your subscribers and customers down the road. So in conclusion, to this conversation, I explained to you how to write effective listicles. I give you the overview, the strategy, the steps, and finally the takeaway. Thank you so much. God bless you. I'll see you next time. Until then, remember, stay marvelous.